2014. A newly appointed CEO walked into Microsoft's boardroom and told his team, "We are going to kill our most profitable product." The room went silent. This was Microsoft Office, generating over $20 billion yearly, installed on over 1 billion computers worldwide, and he wanted it dead. What happened next would become one of the greatest corporate gambles in tech history, a bet so risky that industry experts called it the corporate suicide. But here's what nobody expected. That decision would add over $2 trillion to Microsoft's value and transform a dying giant into the most valuable company on earth. But to understand why they did that, we need to go back to where it all began. It's 1990. Microsoft releases Office 3.0, bundling Word, Excel, and PowerPoint into a single package. At first, nobody cared because Lotus dominated spreadsheets. WordPerfect owned word processing. Microsoft was just another player, but here's where Bill Gates did something brilliant, something his competitors completely missed. Instead of selling individual products, he sold an ecosystem. You buy Office once, you get everything. It all works together, seamlessly integrated. Within 5 years, Microsoft Office became the standard. Schools taught it, businesses required it, governments ran on it. By 2000, Microsoft Office had achieved something almost impossible in technology: 95% market domination. They were printing money. But here's the thing about empires: they always fall, and the seeds of Microsoft's destruction, they were already planted, growing and waiting. But inside the walls of Redmond, Washington, executives were terrified because they had discovered something nobody was talking about publicly. A fatal flaw in their entire business model. You see, Microsoft Office was sold as a one-time purchase. You paid $400, you got a disk, you installed it on your computer, and that was it, forever. But here's the problem. Office got too good. By the mid-2000s, Office had essentially finished. Word processed words perfectly. Excel calculated everything. PowerPoint presented. What else was there to add? Microsoft kept releasing new versions. Office 2007, 2010, 2013. But consumers started asking, why should I upgrade? And increasingly, they didn't. Businesses clung to decade-old versions. Home users pirated copies freely. But wait, it gets worse. By 2010, Microsoft had a piracy problem so massive it was almost comical. Industry analysts estimated that for every legitimate copy of Office sold, 4 copies were pirated. In China, that ratio was more like 20-1. Entire corporations were running on the cracked software, and Microsoft would spend millions on anti-piracy technology. Hackers would crack it within days, sometimes hours. But here's the cruel irony. Microsoft couldn't stop piracy because pirates were actually helping them. Think about it. If pirated copies stopped working tomorrow, would users buy legitimate ones? No. They would switch to Google Docs. So pirates kept people addicted to Microsoft ecosystem. Microsoft was trapped. They couldn't stop the bleeding, and they couldn't change the business model. February 2014, Microsoft announces a new CEO, Satya Nadella. Nadella had spent years building Microsoft's cloud infrastructure, the Azure, the part of the company nobody talked about. First, he declared cloud first, mobile first. Then he did something that shocked the entire industry. He released Microsoft Office for iPad, the ecosystem Microsoft had fought against for decades. Nadella was signaling something radical, but that was just the beginning. He looked at Microsoft Office, the most profitable software in history, and decided to kill it. The weapon? Microsoft 365, a subscription model, $7 to $20 per month. Same apps, but fundamentally transformed. And the pirates? Subscription pricing killed piracy overnight. For the first time, paying was easier than pirating. But wait, every document you create, every email you send, every meeting you schedule, all of it flows through Microsoft servers. And this became the foundation for Microsoft Copilot. The subscription wasn't just about money, it was about building the most valuable dataset in corporate history. They understood that in technology, the only constant is change, and companies that cling to their past will be buried by their future. So hit that subscribe button for more stories.